Welcome to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. Today's going to be a different type of video. I have actually reached 100 videos on YouTube, which I am very, very happy about. And I wanted to thank everybody who's watched one of my videos, who's liked, who's shared, who's subscribed, and just put out a bit of appreciation for getting me to this point. So when I started YouTube, I did start about 3 years ago. And at the time, I thought, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to get some help doing that. Create my channel, look at what I want to do on my channel, what type of videos I want to do. And actually, there's a lot of excitement around it. There was a lot of kind of energy put into it. And then I kind of stalled a wee bit and life got in the way. And I think that happens to a lot of people who have YouTube channels. And what I've really learned now since that happened is that consistency is really the key. So I was working at the time, I had the kids, I still do, but it felt like life was really getting in the way of trying to do videos, trying to edit, trying to figure out how to produce videos that were going to help people and that were going to have benefit to people. And really being in front of the camera as well was something that was completely new to me. It was something that felt quite uncomfortable at first, trying to talk on camera, sitting with videoing and thinking, oh my goodness, I've done 2 minutes and it feels like a lifetime, when actually I was aiming for kind of 10 to 12 minutes. And it is really difficult at first. It is, you get very self-conscious. You worry about how you're coming across, how you sound, what you would put into your videos and the content that you're creating to see if it can actually help someone. So I found at the time that I had a real kind of push of enthusiasm, and then I started to struggle a little bit. And the more I struggled, the more kind of life took over, and it meant that I wasn't putting as much energy into my YouTube channel, and I ended up kind of really stalling and kind of falling away from it. And it's something that I kind of always regretted that I'd done, but not kind of kept consistent. So when my husband started his YouTube channel um, last year, he was kind of saying to me, like, why don't you have a wee look at your channel again? Why don't you have a look at maybe making some new videos? And he is very determined with his YouTube channel. He's very consistent. He posts once a day, which for him is really comfortable. Whereas for me, I think, to be honest, once a day felt impossible. So when I started back at it, I was trying my best to do a couple of videos a week, and I've managed to get it up to every other day, which, to be honest, at the start, I never thought that was even possible. I didn't think I would have time to do that or be able to do that, because I've got work and I've got the kids and I've got all their activities at the weekend. And it felt like there was not enough hours in the day to actually do that. But I've got into a bit of a rhythm with it. So what I tend to do is I tend to do a couple of recordings in one day, and then I set up my videos, because I do the audios for my videos, and then I film walking in the park or walking about at the seafront. And then what I do is I actually put the videos together. So it has actually been really beneficial to me to do kind of like bulk recording in that sense. So kind of 2 or 3 recordings in the one go. Make sure I have a kind of theme of what I'm doing and what videos I'm creating. And what happens is, once I do create a video on a certain subject, I end up having other subjects that come out of that then inspire me for my next videos. So that's really good as well, because the more videos I'm doing, I was worried that I would kind of run out of things to say or run out of things to talk about. But actually what happens is, when I do a video, it then inspires me to think about something else, either something linked to it, or if I could do it in a different way. So some of the videos I've done recently are very much on kind of adult topics, but some of the support videos that I've done could actually be linked to children as well, or children's mental health, children's building resilience. So I'm looking into doing that as well, and doing a couple of videos sort of for parents of children, and to help support your children rather than just helping yourself. So that's the kind of theme I'm moving into at the moment with some of the videos I've done. And I've also been talking to people I know, so talking to friends and family and saying, look, is there anything that you think would be helpful to you? Or sometimes just having a conversation, someone saying, do you know what, I'm struggling with this or I'm struggling with that. And then thinking, right, how can I actually help that person? And how can I put out a video that will actually help them and others? And it's the more information I'm building with that and the more information I'm getting from friends about what could be helpful, it just adds to what I think about and my planning for new videos. And that's been really helpful as well. It's also getting me out and about. So when I do video in a park, it gets me on a nice walk, and I tend to video quite a few videos in the same day so that I have some stock footage. It's also getting me out near the seaside, even if it's raining. So I've done a couple of videos where I've taken the boys to the seafront and we've walked along the seafront, or we went to a bit of the beach. This weather is not that great for it, but even in the rain, I, I want to take all the opportunities I can to actually get some stock footage for my videos. And it pushes me to think more about, is this location a good location to film? Is this something that would be interesting for people? It also gives me more ideas about some pictures that I could take for my thumbnails as well. So the more I do that, the more information comes into my head and the more ideas I have for new videos, the better it is for me. And then I have a plan of different videos that I'm going to do and different videos that I'm going to record. And then I take my time, record those videos, and once I have kind of like a few videos ready to go, or a few recordings ready to go, I then make my thumbnails and my videos and put them together. And it's a learning process. So I'm learning how to edit videos, I'm learning how to put thumbnails together, I'm learning how to look at what thumbnail might match the content of my video, and also sometimes the videos as well. So the one I did on self-harm and suicidal thoughts, it was a very, very dreary day, and I was at the beach, or at the seaside, and I did a video when it was raining and the water was very dark, and it made me feel that that was a good way to do that video, because it is a very dark subject. I also chose a very dark, kind of grey and white picture for the thumbnail, which was very dark. But for me, that was putting the image across of the fact that this was a dark subject and it was a difficult subject. Whereas other subjects that I have on my thumbnails are very bright and vibrant. And obviously that goes within the video that I'm creating and I'm putting out. So I wanted to make a video to acknowledge my 100 videos on YouTube. I never thought I would get to 100 videos. 3 years ago, I very much gave up. And I regret that, but now I'm not giving up. I'm being consistent and I'm trying my best to put out a video every other day, so that there's always some content there from me for people to look at, people that subscribe to my channel, or people who just come across my channel when they're searching on YouTube. I'm trying my best to get myself out there so YouTube recognises my channel, recognises what my channel is and who would actually benefit from my videos. And I think the more consistent you can be with that, the better. And if you can get yourself into a rhythm that suits you, it's really important. So as I say, my partner posts every day, which is great for him, sometimes twice, a couple of times a day, just depending on what his videos are about and what he's putting out there and his content. For me, every other day is amazing, and I never thought I'd be able to put a video out every other day. So for me, I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of how I'm achieving that and what I'm able to do. And it's really making sure I'm consistent, putting myself out there and bringing my help and support to people when they watch YouTube and they watch any of my videos. So what I'd like to say is thank you so much for anybody who's watched my videos before. If you're new, fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is an unusual video for me, so if you want any help and support bringing peace into your life, please go and look at my other videos and have a look. If you are someone who subscribes to me, thank you so much. If you've shared my videos, if you've liked my videos, I really appreciate every one of my viewers, and I really appreciate all the support that people have given me so far. And my plan is to keep going, keep posting every other day, try my best to get to the next 100 videos, and really just make sure I'm helping people as much as I can. So thank you so much for listening to my video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as I say, go and have a look at my other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.